In the early days of Wessex Tubas, I did used to do my own personal tuba demonstration videos. But
yeah, I watched them.
But then I got some nasty comments and I got really quite hurt by it and I stopped doing them.
That's the most annoying thing about social media. No matter how good a job you do, there's always going to be someone that tries to make you feel bad about yourself.
Yeah.
Also, you weren't recording the videos proclaiming you were a top flight tuba player.
I was doing the videos to demonstrate the instruments, not to say, oh, look what a great player I am.
Yeah, exactly. It is hard. I get those comments too, which is sometimes why I'm reluctant to put things about me playing online, or reluctant to put anything online.
I guess you've got to have a hard skin or whatever. I bet some of these people that are making adverse comments, they sound like shit themselves. And
this is the thing, most bad comments come from a place of insecurity.
Yeah.
So it's a reflection on the person that's projecting it. And it's an opinion as well.
Yes.
Right? Music's subjective. One person's good sound is another person's not good sound. To paraphrase Jacob Collier, there's no good music or bad music, it's the music that's right for you. And there's no right or wrong, because it's so subjective, it's what's right for you.
I know one of them that was really nasty, and someone else commented, you know, give it up. We know it. You're just making these comments because you dislike Wessex and you're just trying to put them down.
If they're a professional musician and they're saying to someone below them in the pecking order that they're no good, they might be a really good tuba player or instrument player, master of their craft, but that's no good if you're not a nice person.
But normally a professional will not make nasty comments like that. If they're making comments, they make constructive comments in a nice way.
Yeah.
They won't try and put you down and make you feel stupid.
Exactly, but if you're the best musician in the whole wide world and you're a nasty person, then I would rather play with someone that picked up the tuba yesterday. It's not professional, it's just toxic. And if someone listens to those nasty comments, and they'll probably fall into the same category once they, or not even once they get to that level, they might just think, oh, that's really cool that person's nasty, I'm going to start being nasty. As I was saying, it's just coming from a place of their own insecurity rather than anything else. It's like they've probably been picked on, and now they're in a pool of people where they're not vulnerable. They become the big fish in the pool, so they can start picking on the smaller fish, if you know what I mean. Or they think they're the bigger fish, at least.
Well, let's just face it, there are not enough jobs for everyone that wants to be a professional musician to be a professional musician. That probably 90% of people can never get into being a professional musician. There's not enough jobs for that. The world does not revolve around this music.
Yeah, but not everyone wants to be a professional musician. And there are people who literally only play for their own ears. No one else will ever hear them play. And they could be even better than a person that's in one of the top seats in the world. So that's not a litmus test for being the greatest musician either.
Yeah, I think some of the players in the amateur bands are quite the equal of a top professional.
Oh yeah, I've played with people that are in amateur bands that have been technically better than someone that's been in a professional band that I've seen or played with. So.
Because really, professional just means you earn your living from it or not.
Yeah.
It's not really on the standard you're playing.
Yeah. I think it's the hardest thing to do when you post a video of yourself playing on social media, to let those comments go, and it is really hard. But you just have to rise above the nasty people. Don't listen to them because they're not worth the time. Just let it roll off your back, water off a duck's back, and yeah, like Jonathan says, follow your dreams. Even if you're not good at something. What?
Water off the duck's back.
Oh yeah.
Like soy sauce off a cooked duck's back.
I can happily photograph ducks and eat them.
I'm trying to say something profound, and then you're...
Sorry.
You know, some people have been dealing with nasty comments their whole life and struggling against the wave of bad comments, but they push through. They just put their chin up, shoulders back, as they say in the army, and just get on with your job. If anything, use those bad comments from bad people as motivation to prove them wrong. That's what I do. If I get a bad comment, I'm just like, right, prove them wrong. Even if I'm like, I am bad and they're not wrong, but it was just nasty, I'm going to work my butt off even more to prove them wrong.
Well, you never know what the future holds. When I started Wessex Tubas, I was working in a boring office job, and it was just done as a little sideline. I didn't know if it would go anywhere. And after 1 year, I could give up that office job and move forwards with the business. So follow your dreams and see where they lead.